in terms of just breaking that down, in terms of the Institute of Employability Professionals IEP, what is the sort of product mix and you've touched on it, but just let's go through the offer at this moment in time. What does that offer look like in terms of the current state of play?
Well, the first thing I say is it never stands still. So if I forget something or don't mention it, then I apologise to all my staff who have worked very hard on something. Look, it's building all the time. Yeah. So the first thing is that it is a membership organisation where you can be part of something bigger than your personal life or your work life. This is far and away a different conversation to be had. I think that's really important. Yeah. The second thing within that, you get access to a lot of people who are like-minded, who want to do their very best to change or to support people to change their lives. And I think that's really cathartic. Generally, everybody I speak to in the sector, I go away with a smile on my face. Even when they've had challenges and problems, they've found solutions to those issues that they've been presented. So I think that network is significant, and the use of post-nominals, being proud of the sector in which we work, which is still, even to our best efforts, not as visible as it should be. And I'm sure we'll talk at some point about bringing people into the sector and careers and things like that as we go on. It clearly has the opportunity for different conferences or events at different levels, and we have the summit, which is a leadership conference. For the first time ever this year, we put into play for frontline practitioners and first line managers base camp, and that was held in Birmingham. Absolutely phenomenal in terms of people's activity. I will say actually that frontline practitioners and first line managers are better at social media than the leaders at the summit. No disrespect to any of them, but it was amazing in terms of the exposure that. But more importantly, the engagement of those individuals who will very rarely, because of the nature of our work, be able to be afforded that day to go to anything that isn't an internal requirement training program. Albeit some organisations are able to do more of that than others. And then, of course, so we've got networking and learning, pretty straightforward, membership. And then, of course, whilst our primary focus is on the UK and making sure that we continue to deliver the promises there, we've got all these international aspects coming into play. And you mentioned the entrepreneurial spirit. This has never moved, ever, from in essence, from a startup. I mean, it's a grown-up business now, but still, because we keep adding new commodities or new elements to it, like the quality improvement framework, like the Centre for Employability Excellence, like new learning. And then we're adding different countries or territories, as it were, like Australia and Sweden. It feels like you're constantly on that growing journey, which for me is marvelous. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. And to be able to then take, unlike in the early days of the IEP, where I mentioned it was philosophical, genuinely. I mean, there wasn't very much really at all. It was an idea with some stuff to back it up. Being able to then transplant all that work and effort over 12 years into a nation like Australia is phenomenal. You go, instead of going, believe in me, please believe in me, please believe in me, you go, here you go. How can you not believe in that? And it's really interesting.
Canny Conversation Podcast Series 5 by Safaraz Ali.